Once you've used a candle and it's burned down all the way, kind of like this, or when it hasn't really used up all the wax in it, you don't really have to get rid of the candle. There's a way to reuse this and to make a new candle out of it, and that's what I'm going to show you here today. Alright, stick around. And in order to get the wax out of these, what I'm going to do is melt it. And I'm going to do that by using the toaster oven here. I'm going to set the temperature to somewhere below 250. It doesn't really say, it just says keep warm in there. But I figure somewhere around 200 degrees or less. And I've got it on the keep warm, and I'm just going to turn it on right here. Alright, and now that's going to be warming up. And I'm going to stick them in our dirty toaster oven here. And all that wax is going to turn liquid, and once it turns liquid, I'm going to pour it into this new jar right here. So now we're going to put the candles in the toaster oven, and I've got the rack lowered down as low as it can go so that these taller jars will have plenty of room to fit in here. And what I like about doing this is we can put them all in at once. And this shouldn't bother the glass at such a low temperature, so we're going to leave them in there until everything has melted and it's all liquid, and then we'll pour them in and we'll have a new candle. And while the wax is melting in the other jars, I'm going to go ahead and put my wick in this jar right here. And if you haven't seen our other video about how to make candles, you can go ahead and check that out. That'll give you a lot more information about how to actually make the candles. I'm just using this straw here to act as a guide to put this wick in right here. Make sure I can see it and try and show you as well. You want to get it, somewhere close to center. Doesn't have to be perfect, but somewhere close. And I like to kind of push the corners down a little. Well, it's a circle, it doesn't have corners, but push the edges down here. Okay. Now I've got that set, and we're just going to wait for the wax to melt. Okay. Next step is pouring the wax in. This has only been in for a few minutes now, and you can see some of this is already almost completely liquefied. And you do want to wait until it's all completely liquid and there's no more solid wax in there. It'll eventually get there, just have to wait it out. Okay, our wax is all melted and we are ready to pour it. And you just want to be careful when you're getting this out to not burn yourself. It should be totally liquid. And I've got a paper towel down here too, just to help with any spills. We're just going to pour them in. All the old pieces of wick and debris should float to the bottom as well. So when you're burning this candle, once it gets lower, that's pretty much it. I wouldn't reuse it again at that point. But it is a nice way to reuse the wax so that you can get a whole nother candle out of it instead of just throwing it away. And there we go. And if you want to reuse the glass, it's pretty easy to clean these out afterwards just by using a paper towel like this. The old wick out, and they're already cooling down quite a bit. Then I just wipe them clean. It doesn't take a whole lot of work to get these clean. And that's pretty much it. So this jar that had wax in it is already clean, and I can use this for another candle later on. so I can keep reusing these jars. While at the same time, I've got another candle here. And just like a new candle, to hold this wick in place, I'm going to use one of these. Actually, I'm going to put it in this way. I'm going to use this to hold it in place. Alright, and now I'm going to let this sit. And here's the new candle from the old wax. We hope you enjoyed watching, and stay tuned in the future for more projects like this, and let us know in the comments what kind of projects you'd like to see in the future. Take care.